I have some thoughts, and they're all wonderful. Hey folks, a road tip for all you island cake makers. You can use graham crackers to make sand. You just smash them up. I like to use a food processor, like so. And boom, you brought the beach right to your house. If you're looking for a vegan ingredient substitute, here's a road tip. You can substitute butter with avocado. You can substitute heavy cream or milk with coconut milk. And for eggs, you can use a little bit of applesauce, half a banana, or flaxseed meal and a little bit of water. Now you can sub out the ingredients without ever subbing out the flavor. Gravity cakes look best when they're realistic, am I right? So here's a road tip to create a spectacular candy pour. Some cotton or tissue paper and a cake with a dowel with candies attached to it. For a more realistic look, you're gonna stuff a candy bag with your cotton or tissue, stick it on the top, and poof, you're making magic. Here's a simple road tip for the perfect crepe batter, an immersion blender. The immersion blender makes the batter super smooth for a light, thin crepe. Just pour your dry ingredients into your wet, mix these together just very generally, then take your blender and go. And voila, when it comes to making crepes, you're already better than you think. Everyone needs a little support, even your cakes. Here's a road tip to keep your tiered cakes nice and balanced. I have 2 layered cakes, some boba straws, and a pair of scissors. Place your straw near the center of the cake. I like to put in 5 of them. Push all the way down, pinch with your finger, pull up, and cut right below your finger. Boop, press it down. Do the same thing with the remaining straws. Now pick up your second cake, make sure that there's a cake board underneath, and place right on top in the center. And ta-da! Now your wedding cake is as stable as the relationship. Making mechanical cakes can be tricky, but here's a helpful tip. All you need is an electric turntable. Turn this puppy on. There's 2 speeds. I suggest slow. Cover it with a cloth and place your decorated cake on top. Look at this. And boom! Easy mode mechanical cake. Need to make your beast cake more realistic? Here's a way to get some great texture for fish scales. Just grab some fondant and a straw split in half. Just press into your little fish like so. Boop. And look at that. It creates a scale. Now compared to other bakers, your skills are on a whole different scale. Want to make a surprise cake at home? Here's a road tip. Hollow out the inside of the cake. Doot, doot, doot. Place here. Pour in whatever your surprise may be. Could be sprinkles, could be candy, could be other baked goods. Then place your last solid cake on the top. Pew! Now, whoever eats your cake is really in for a surprise. Looking for a great way to combine objects and cake? Here's a road tip. Check out this doll cake pan. It's got a skirt shape to save time, so you don't need to do any carving once the cake is baked. Just make sure when you're looking for a pan, it has a metal heating rod inside so that your batter heats up evenly and bakes evenly in the oven. Once it's baked, place the little doll right on top, and boom, look at her. Ain't she a doll? Here's a road tip for hyper-real pizza slice. Walk us through, Timbo.
Super easy. You take a rice cereal treat pizza, a little pizza sauce, just red buttercream, add our fondant, cheese on there.
Pizza slice is ready to go in the airbrush oven. What color's in there, brown?
Brown, yellow, and red. Top it off with a little glaze. And
You are blowing my mind. That looks like a real piece of pizza. Now the next time you make a sweet pizza, you'll really deliver.
I like that.
Getting artsy with buttercream, here's a road tip for a simple little flower. You just need a piping bag filled with some colorful buttercream. All you have to do is pipe a couple of dollops on the top of your cake for each flower petal. Pipe them around in a circle, then using your offset spatula, spread towards the center. Just be gentle and make all of them touch. Lastly, just sprinkle some gold sugar pearls. And look, your cake skills are blossoming already. Ready to take your cake to the next level? Here's a killer geode design. Gather your rock candy pieces. The best way is to start with the darker colors in the center and work your way out with the lighter shades, like so. Da-ding! Now your cake is ready to rock and roll.